Hi everyone, welcome on board. This is Aishwarya and welcome again to another GRE King video series. And today I am going to talk about a very interesting topic. I have been taking a lot of mentorship sessions lately, and a lot of students come to me with the doubt that, should I be giving GRE or GMAT? What's the difference, ma'am? I don't know the difference. How should I be approaching it? I want to do so and so course from so and so college. Should I be giving GRE, GMAT? Will they accept it? Are they going to convert my GMAT scores to GRE, scale, or GRE scores to GMAT scale, and things like that? So I thought, why not do this video that, what's the difference between GRE and GMAT, and should you give GRE or GMAT? Okay. Now, before moving ahead with this video, I know my Calendly October calendar is full. A lot of students want to schedule an appointment for their study abroad preparation. And so if you are very keen, like if you're going abroad next year, and I know that you have to do your applications somewhere around November, December, Jan, Feb is going to be the timeline wherein these colleges have their deadlines, like US, UK, Australia, Canada. And if you're very keen on, what you can do is you can drop an email on catkingstudyabroad@gmail.com. Okay, catkingstudyabroad@gmail.com. What I'll do is I'll try to fix you up into the schedule, and although the Calendly calendar is full for the month of October, we'll try to match it up, okay, somewhere. Okay, so that is something that I can do for you. Now let's move ahead with whether you should be giving your GRE or GMAT. Okay, now for all those people, one thing which I would want to tell you that, if you are still focused, like, if you are starting your preparation right now, you have a lot of amount of time in your hand, and you are still confused, you want to keep your options for India as well as abroad open. Like, I'll just keep my options open, and I'll be giving my all the Indian MBA exams like your CAT, NMAT, SNAP, and I'll also try for GRE or GMAT. Going abroad. So if you are in two school of thoughts that, I'll keep both of my options open, then you should be preparing for your GMAT, because what is going to happen is GMAT, if you prepare for GMAT verbal ability, your CAT verbal ability and all these other exams, it's going to be a cakewalk for you, because the level is a little bit difficult than your Indian competitive exam for verbal ability. So if you want to keep your options open, a lot of Indian colleges also accept GMAT, like SPJ and XLRI, MICA, and few other colleges also. So that is going to be a good option if you want to keep your options open. And at the same time, you have a good amount of time, like, between 3 to 6 months of minimum time, 3 to 6 months of minimum time you have to prepare for GMAT. Then you should be going for GMAT. Now, a lot of students ask me that, I want to do an MBA, or I want to get into masters in marketing, so I should also be giving my GMAT and not GRE. Okay, so this is a misconception which is wrong. It used to happen earlier that if you want to get into some STEM courses, which is technology fields, if you have done engineering, so you should be giving your GRE, and if you want to get into management courses, you should be giving your GMAT. Right now, that's not the case. Even if you want to pursue your MBA, Masters in Management, MSc in Marketing, MSc in Economics, things like that, majority of the colleges are accepting both either GRE or GMAT scores. And this is written on their websites very clearly, so you can check it out. By majority of the colleges, I also mean all the Ivy Leagues like Harvard, Stanford, Yale, Wharton, and things like that, the colleges like that as well, okay? And they do not convert, like, if there are two students, a lot of students have been asking me, one has given GRE, other has given GMAT, do they convert the scores to each other? No, they don't do all of those things. Both of them are at a different scale, okay? So that never happens, okay? Now coming to the difficulty level, how you should choose and why you should choose. So now if you're decided that, if you want to go abroad next year, like, the amount of time that you take to prepare for your GRE is going to be comparatively less than your GMAT. For your GRE, you would require sincere 100 hours of preparation. Okay, for GMAT, I've told you, like, somewhere around 3 to 6 months is the minimum time. Why? Okay, because GMAT is more based on the language as a whole. So you need to have a very strong command of the English language, okay? I know all of us have been studying in English medium schools, and we have had all the subjects in English, and we have been conversing in English. But the difference here is the language that you need is the vocabulary and things like that, the way they communicate, that language is slightly different. So you need, if you check out the difference between if you're reading a Times of India and if you're reading a New York Times or Atlantic, so the language difference that you see, okay, so you need to be very crisp and clear with that language. Okay, so that is what the difference is between GMAT and GRE verbal ability. GMAT is more of language focused. Why? Because it has critical reasoning, it has sentence correction, and it has reading comprehension. Okay, so all your logical and practical approaches to language as a whole. Whereas if I talk about GRE, it is more of vocabulary focused. Okay, you have text completion, sentence equivalence, and reading comprehension. So text completion, sentence equivalence, you need to have very strong command over vocabulary. Okay, along with comprehension skills, because if you know vocabulary and if you can, understand from the meaning of the sentences how to use, so it's always easier. Okay, now if you want to develop your strength, like, if you know you're not that good with English language as a whole, okay, not just, you know how to speak and things like that. So, preparing for an exam which strongly focuses on learning a language as a whole is going to take a little longer. Okay, whereas यहाँ पे क्या है, GRE में you just have to learn vocabulary. I know that is also a task, but there are a lot of ways, like, mnemonics and things like that you can use, and actually bucketing of words, tricks like that. So time taken is going to be comparatively less, hundreds hours of preparation. Here, time taken is going to be slightly more. Okay, now coming to colleges accepting it, yes, colleges are accepting it, and if you're planning to go abroad next year, which is 2021, and right now you have decided that let's give it a chance, whether I'll be able to give it or not, yes, you can start your GRE preparation right now. All you have to do is just have to spend around 50 to 60 days of sincere preparation, focused preparation. All the students who have met me in mentorship sessions have showed you a dashboard that we have, wherein you have access to all the ebooks, lectures, and your test and quizzes and a lot of those things. Okay, so all you need is a preparation strategy and your sincere efforts from your end, and you can definitely crack it. Now, a lot of people come and tell me that, okay, so the time is less since the deadlines are going to be in December, Jan. So I'll be giving it next year. Let's try it for next year. See, if you do that, you are again procrastinating and wasting your one entire year. Where I'm telling you that, you still have time, December, Jan, Feb, also a lot of colleges. Still round 2, if you're applying, you are okay. Okay, round 1, round 2, round 3, something which I would not suggest for a lot of students, because that's too late, and later on your visa process and things like that, it hampers all the procedures. Okay, so right now also you can give your exam. Okay, I have told you the difference. If you want to get into management, also MBA, Masters in Management, MSc in Marketing, MSc in Economics, Finance, things like that, you can still give your GRE. It's not that you only have to give your GMAT. Difficulty level wise, GRE I would rate slightly lower in difficulty. GMAT is slightly higher in difficulty. Maths also, if you have been preparing for all of these exams, GRE Maths is going to be slightly on the lower end than your GMAT Maths. Okay, so this is all from my end. If you're still confused, wondering what to do, check out the course, get to the course for GRE preparation as well as applications have been. This is the period when, a lot of students are applying. It's a very good time also to apply, and go next year, because you have had a lot of time in hand also, and you are also going to have because of the pandemic. So you can, plan your preparation well. All you need is fixed amount of time and perfect strategy to ace the exam. This is Aishwarya signing off. If you are interested in getting in touch with me, you can drop an email on catkingsstudyabroad@gmail.com, and I'll be able to help you out. This is Aishwarya signing off. Bye, take care, and all the best for all your exams. See ya.